What is up? My name is Ben McNall, and today we are back at La Jolla, but today we got an anomaly. A king tide is happening, and what that means is that the ocean is rising way higher than it normally does, and it's actually sinking lower than it does. I believe it's under 1.2 feet natural sea level. So today we are at the tide pools, and we're actually going to try to look and see if we can find anything new that we didn't find the last few times we were out here. That being said, let's get down there and see what we can find. All right, now down at the beach, we literally have all the way down there and then a bit down there that we are going to be covering today. And there's just so much more than any other time that I've actually been here before. So this is actually really cool. You know, different spots that we can look at, different species we might be able to see. So this is very exciting. All right, got our first little bed here of water. Oh, look at that. That's some sort of goby. Oh, that's sick. I didn't even see that at first. Oh my God, that's so cool. And we got a crab over here too. Awesome. All right, good finds already. I didn't find a goby the last time I was here. That's actually really sick. We got this pretty big patch of water right here. We might be able to find something. We'll just go and see. Oh, over here. Some small, oh, there's a couple small fish down here. I'm gonna slowly walk just because I don't want to mess things up too much. But yeah, there's stuff in here for sure. Little small minnows and stuff like that. There is an anemone right here. Right there, that's really cool. Normally, I think, yeah, this is usually like all filled in. Oh, and there's another goby there too. That's really sick. Or maybe that's not a goby. No, that looks a little bit different. Oh, there's another one right there. It's really cool. But yeah, there's just guys chilling next to anemones and stuff like that. And I'm only in one section. I've barely moved since I've gotten here. There's already so much cool stuff that I've just stumbled upon. But there's a lot of these like smaller like gobies and like smaller like feeder fish and stuff like that I've seen so far that, you know, a lot of times you won't necessarily see, but you know, there's always a rare chance. But there is a ton of stuff in here, included some of these smaller like crab species and stuff right here. They're all moving around and stuff like that. Try to get it to move. Oh, there's a fish over there. But yeah, no, they're like moving around and stuff like that. Small like little hermit crab species, which is really cool. And then there's like a few like smaller fish species over here as well. But yeah, they're all trapped in here. They can't really get out to the ocean right now, which honestly sucks, but you know, just gotta wait it out a few hours. Look at this, y'all. An anemone just in this small little pool surrounded by all these mussels, and there's a few crabs in there actually, but it's just barely surviving these conditions. And I'll see plenty more anemone like this where they're just very small and in very small pools, but they are just going to somehow survive in, you know, survival of the fittest, which is really cool. And obviously low tide brings some birds here. I'm not entirely sure what species that is. I will put it on the screen right there, but it's doing its job going through the pools, trying to get a late afternoon snack. Guys, it got a fish. Chewing on it right now. That's so cool. Another like little minnow. Oh, that's so cool. And there it goes down the hatch. Just a part of nature. Another fish species right there. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Yeah, I'm getting it. It's kind of similar to the ones that we saw before, but this is a bit of a darker texturing. And I haven't even gotten into there, which is the next big stop. I haven't seen an anemone like that before, where it's green on the inside, white on the outside. That's actually really cool. New anemone species on the docket. Slowly but surely making my way closer and closer to the ocean, which is so cool. I never thought in a million years that I would actually be out this far without like actually being in the ocean. And you know, you obviously don't want to be in the ocean and crash into the rocks. That's never fun. So this is a really cool experience. If you guys ever hear of a king tide, just go. It is so cool. Like even if you don't see a whole lot of species, it's just cool to be able to experience like how close you can actually get to the ocean with it just being right there. just hours ago, this was all full of water. Just all full of water, coming in from the ocean, going back out. But now it's just steady, and it's actually declining, which is really interesting. Might be hard to see, but look at that orange coral. That's so cool. I've never actually seen one like that before. That is really sick. All right, now right up to the seagrass. This is really insane. Like, the water is just right there. It doesn't seem as close, but it's very close, especially for being up at the tides here. Look at this anemone right here, just trying to get whatever it can. That's brutal. Well, hopefully in a few hours it's still alive. All that water comes rushing into here. I'm like trying to get over there, but there's so much seagrass right here, and I really don't want to be stepping on it, especially because seagrass is covering on top of it. I don't know if there's actually like a surface underneath it, so I'm just being very, very careful getting around all this. But it's really fun to come out and do this. This is so cool. Like this, I have no idea what is underneath this. I don't want to go over it. We are now at the foot here. This is so cool. I've never actually been out this far. This is really sick. Look how deep it is here. That is so cool. That's the entire ocean right there. And next time I do need to bring scuba gear, because I would love to swim in this and just see what's down here, and then bring the GoPro, obviously. Oh my God, this is so cool. There could be millions upon millions of fish. Oh my God, there is a shit ton of fish in here. Oh, that was sick. Hold on, I want to try to get a closer look. Yeah, nice little school of fish just hanging out right underneath here. That's awesome. That is so cool. Down in the depths over there, there is a lobster. I can just barely see it. I have no idea if it's picking up at all. I think it just went underneath the rock. But there was a lobster. We did see a lobster today, which I was not expecting at all. There he is. Cool little lobster. On its side though, it might be an exoskeleton. It might be molted off. There's also a fish right there that I just saw. Really cool find. Oh my goodness. Down in the rocks there is a Garibaldi. I just saw it for a split second. I really hope it pops out. Oh, come on, please pop out. Oh, and there's like some purple. Whoa, look at the colors on that. It's all purple. Oh, it has purple spots and it's like an orange. What is that? I've never seen that. Oh, there's a bigger one there too. Hi, President Ben here. So, doing some research, looking up what type of fish that we saw during this exploration, turns out that is actually a juvenile state of Garibaldi. When Garibaldi are young, they do tend to have this orange pattern, but also have the blue spots, which signifies their youth. And especially realizing this, now realizing, hey, we just found a little home for a bunch of these Garibaldis, which is really cool. But I'm not going to keep spoiling the rest of this video. Let's go ahead and look at it. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That is so cool. Wow. Oh, there's a Garibaldi. Yeah. That's our state fish. Oh, that is so cool. There's another small, like, purple wrasse thing over here. Oh, where did it go? I think it went underneath the rock. Still really cool species in here. I want to get a full shot of this Garibaldi on camera, but it's just refusing to get out of its cave. And it's so frustrating because I never actually seen one in the wild, at least in a tide pool. So this is a really cool experience for me, and to even just like document it on camera too is really awesome. Oh, there it is. No, yeah, that is. There it was. There is a yellow species of fish that is actually blending in with the kelp, which is really cool. Might be hard to catch. Yep, right there. Nice job blending in with the kelp. I just realized I have not been walking whatsoever. There is so much stuff in just like one area. I'm probably not even going to be able to cover it all. But, you know, we still find some really cool stuff so far. Another cool anemone that I haven't seen yet. A little bit of a wider base too. Still has a little bit of pocket of water, so it's doing just okay. I'm like twice already. Almost just ate absolute done. Oh my god, this seagrass is no joke. Like, I'm walking up the side of this. There normally is water here. Like, this is so cool. Like, it's awesome. Like, I remember the last time I was here, we literally had to cross across this entire area. It was just full of water. But right now, it's not. It's not even close to being high tide or anything like that. This is just like such a bizarre experience to really just be walking in here and then going into like the actual like tide pools that we normally don't get to see. We got 1 anemone, 2 anemone, 3, 4 anemone, 5 anemone. And there's plenty more where they come from. Look at that anemone. That's way more of a light green than I've seen before. And then you got a bunch of like small hermit crabs and stuff like that around it. As I was gonna say, I haven't spotted too many crabs. There's one right there. This big old crayfish right next to the ocean. Normally it would get a lot of water, but right now it's not, obviously. But there's a bunch of anemones. I saw a few crabs in here as well. Really cool to see like these smaller pockets where it just hosts so much life. Whoa, that thing was fucking huge. It's actually really cool seeing how many people are actually out here checking it out because, you know, nature, people got to get outside. So cool to see everybody actually enjoying it all together. Had some good conversations with some people. It's just friendly environment. Love to get out here, meet new people that I may never see again. And just live life, enjoy the ocean, enjoy the wonders of nature. Cool little crab. Just chilling along the rock. That's awesome. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it a day. This was a really fun exploration of the tide pools during a king tide. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But thank you everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what I should be doing next, whether I go back outside, go to a different place, or I do some other fun stuff coming up. But my name is Ben McDonald, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.